Hello again everybody, and I wasn't actually planning to do this, and I'll put my hands up and say excuse me. Saturday night I've been on the sauce a bit as well, but for long enough I've seen these things crop up and I've just sort of turned a blind eye, and whoever wants to do it, carry on and do it, be my guest, it's no skin off my nose. But I just thought I'd touch upon the subject of black and white or black and silver number plates on motorbikes that are nowhere near enough old enough to really be wearing them, and just sort of wonder what that's all about really, because I've got some old motorbikes, and I've even got my Triumph Trident and my Honda CB500T, both from the sort of mid 1970s and both wearing yellow number plates with black letters on them. And do you know what? If I thought they'd go any better or perform any better or do more miles per gallon or whatever, I put black number plates on them with silver or white letters. But that's what they rolled out the showroom doors with. That is what they had at the time, and the yellow with black letters and numbers superseded the old black with white and or silver letters and numbers. But in this day and age, we're getting people, now I'm not going to mention manufacturers' names or whatever, but there are a couple where people take great pride and delight in putting black number plates with white or silver letters on their new machines, because some old codger will walk up to them outside the cafe or the shops or on the seafront or whatever and say, "Oh yes, my grandad used to have one of those. Oh, yeah, I remember those well. Oh, how old is that one then?" And then the owners will take great delight in thinking to themselves, "Well, actually, it's a new one, grandad, but you've seen the number plate and you think it's an ancient relic, don't you?" What's that all about, for God's sakes? When you put your arse on a bike and grab the controls in your hands and start riding it, does it actually feel any different if you've got a black and white number plate on it or a yellow with black letters and numbers on it? To be honest, if I bought a new motorbike that looked old, and I wouldn't because they don't interest me anyway, I'd rather have the real thing as it happens, but if I did, I'd leave it alone, because that is of the time when it was produced. What you're buying now new, that admittedly might look like an old-fashioned bike to some, is actually not an old bike. It's a new one made to look old, but it's made in this period of time when they had yellow background number plates with black letters. And anyway, the letters and the numbers themselves sort of give it away, don't they? Come on, really, if we're honest. I mean, you don't have the old letters and numbers and then one letter afterwards anymore. Anybody who's got half a brain can tell you whether it's a new registration or an old one or whatever. So come on, just accept that your new bike has a yellow number plate with black letters and numbers on it. It's not an old bike. If you want an old bike and you want to show grandad down at the cafe that you've got an old bike, buy one. They're not really that bad. Some of them are great. A lot of them are better than what you can buy now. I don't know who these people are trying to fool, but I think in the main it's probably themselves. It's just nonsense. It doesn't change a thing. Who cares how old people think your bike is? I don't give a damn whether people think my bike is last year's model or 50 or 60 years old. It doesn't change a thing, and the enjoyment I get out of my machines, whether they've got black number plates or yellow ones, it's nothing. What's it all about? I really don't know. Anyway, that's where I'm going to end it now, and thanks for watching and good night.